So I'm about to go over some of the biggest clowns in crypto history, all right? And I'm also going to go over some charts that you're not going to believe. But first, please like and subscribe. Check us down below for our CT Club where we get our trailers, portfolio updates, and you can see what we are doing in this market. Okay, first up, Bitcoin is up 27% since Peter Schiff told you to sell. Remember how he said everybody's an idiot that's in crypto and whatever? Well, that's up 27%. Another clown here is Jim Cramer. But keep in mind, there's a big difference between Jim Cramer and Peter Schiff. Peter Schiff, I think he's playing the game of his son is in crypto, he's not in crypto, so he's playing both sides of the game. Peter Schiff is a gold and silver guy, and his son is a crypto guy. So I think it's pretty ingenious, but here's a real fool right here. His name is Jim Cramer, works for CNBC. I would never recommend taking it seriously. You know what I mean? CNBC, we actually call it CNBS because it's total BS. So here's what Jim Cramer said. And I'm going to back up why he said this, okay? Jim Cramer thanks the SEC chairman, Gary Gensler, the guy that kind of probably got paid off by FTX and stuff. Okay, so for standing up to crypto bullies, in parentheses, seeking spot Bitcoin ETF. Why would he want to not have this approval, the spot ETF? That means actual Bitcoin. That means backed Bitcoin for an ETF. Why wouldn't he want that? Well, he works for central banks. 100% he works for central banks, and he wants you to stay really poor. Just look at his Lehman Brothers interview when 2 days before it collapsed. He's like, buy, 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 buy. And a lot of people lost everything they own. He did that to get liquidity from his banker friends, okay? He actually blocked Heidi as well. So here's who he works for, Davos, right? Just recently, they had the WEF meeting, that place where they tell people to not eat meat and to eat bugs and to lower their electricity bill because we're just a bunch of wasteful idiots, while they eat their Wagyu beef and they're flying with their private jets to lecture us. Anyways, they said blockchain project aims to be the SWIFT of stablecoins and CBDCs. So that's the whole point of all this. They're introducing their CBDCs to everybody, all right? And they're perfecting it, And I think that it's going to come a lot sooner than people think, is CBDCs. I've been called a conspiracy theorist, whatever, but all you have to do is listen to what the World Economic Forum is saying about CBDCs. It's horrible. And China launches its smart contract function for digital yuan CBDCs. So they're essentially using crypto, like Ethereum, and the way it works, and building their own CBDC. Remember how I was saying years ago that CBDCs would come, they would use crypto, already existing crypto, that these people would fork crypto and create their own version of a CBDC? Well, this is what's happening right now, and there's no stopping it. Like, no matter how much you vote, how much you try to vote, it's not going to stop, okay? And there's nothing you or I can do about it. I just have to warn you guys. So lastly, I want to talk about where I am right now in Egypt, okay? So 40% of their revenue goes to pay off the interest to their debt. Who's the second biggest debtor to the IMF? It's Egypt. And also, they don't want people owning Bitcoin here. It's called haram, which means they are using their religion to talk people out of buying Bitcoin. Why is that? Because they're slaves to the IMF, and that is what's happening right now. So unfortunately, they're getting butchered right now. I'm going to show you a 180-day chart of the Egyptian pound and what it's done, and reasons why they want people to stay poor and they don't want people owning their own money. So this is one of the reasons why they don't want people owning Bitcoin. They want people owning the Egyptian pound, which is losing. It's literally hyperinflating away as we speak right now. We've talked to a lot of locals here, and they are struggling big time, especially over the last 180 days, where it's almost lost 50% of its value over a 180-day period. So yeah, really sad to see. And but we are here, and we're going to educate people as much as we can. So hopefully they can change their lives. Anyways, that's all I have. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye bye.